This time we are playing with the Jets. And I say that in a sad voice for a reason because we got beat 52 to 14 the last time we played with our Jets. Alright, listen, you can double hear me, ain't that great? We got beat so bad that I almost deleted the video off the channel because it was an embarrassment. But you know what? That's not the kind of channel we're going to be. We are live action, so anything that happens on this live is live. We're not edited equipment. We're not like the other sports gamer franchise people where we record two or three games and edit and all that good stuff. No, 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 no. That's not how we roll. And that's not how we'll ever roll. Let me share our stuff to my Facebook pages and a couple of groups. I've decided today I'm going to do a couple of groups. Join me. I may do a if my wife's still alive when I get done with the football game. I'll probably do a Panthers episode as we play the Maple Leafs. I'll let you guys know later on in the day. Um, More than likely we will. All right, let's go ahead and open the chat up. I haven't done that yet. My wife and me are live at the same time, so it's kind of a if anything's wrong with the internet, that would be the reasoning. Let's go to GSU Coach Sports Gaming Franchise Series. I'm still learning how. I watched the last video, what I could of it without vomiting. I'm still trying to get the announcing down for football. I haven't really had to publicly announce a football game, and I'm getting really good at baseball. I've always been good at basketball, so I'm getting my voice and stuff the way it needs to be for football. It's just a little different announcing wise. It's not the same. Um, I'm used to staying active with hockey and basketball because you're constantly passing to different people, guarding different people. So oh, he's guarding him, and he's going to drive, blah, blah, blah. In football, there's long periods of times where you don't really need to say nothing. So you got to find stuff to talk about because we're live. I can't just put my video together and then announce over the top and pretend like I'm excited when we score and all the stuff the other guys do. No, 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 no. When we score, I really am excited at that moment. It's not fake excitement. It's not something I'm faking. It's real. Don't forget that, okay? It's game time. Jets franchise. I just want you guys to know that I would much rather be live than edited and all the other stuff. All right, let's share that. I'd rather be. This is so stupid, man. I have the slowest everything. I have the slowest capture card, the slowest laptop, the slowest phone. I like how they're doing my live videos now. They're actually showing a picture instead of just my background. So that's kind of cool. So anyhow, let's go to share to groups. I'm just going to share to a couple of groups out there, guys. No big deal. If I had somebody else to share for me, I wouldn't have to do all this. So let me share there. Uh, I don't want to share it to nowhere that's going to get me in trouble. There's places you can share your stream, and there you go, right here. All right, so that's took care of. Let's get to the camera because you guys know I'll have to get some if we even score. So, okay, here we go. Let's open this up. We don't have to open that up. All right, listen, guys. Last game was an Oh, sorry. I did the training without you guys. I don't want to have to do that every episode. That's kind of boring. But I had a couple of guys I upgraded, and now we're on Marcus May. Let's go ahead and finish him up. It's saying that this would be his key skill here, the puzzle piece he needs, but I definitely need him in zone because we're going to be running a lot of zones. So I'm going to upgrade his zone coverage skills. Nice. He's got better tackle, better awareness, and better play recognition out of that. He's an 82 overall, and he wasn't 81. So we did some positive movement with Marcus May. He's headed in the right direction. He is my, even though C.J. Mosley is our captain, Marcus May is my favorite defensive player because I'm a huge Florida Gators fan. And when I get my El Gato NCAA 11 Florida Gators Dynasty, catch it, Live. Live. So here we go. Let's go show you guys what I don't want to go through the whole who all we've got on our team and stuff. You can go to the last episode and watch, and the episode before that, to see how we built this team. We've got Josh Allen at quarterback. Le'Veon Bell is our running back with Frank Gore too. Our best receiver is Jamison Crowder. We also have a slot receiver, Randall Cobb, who for some reason has went downhill lately. I've not really kept up with the NFL, but I did not know he went downhill that fast. He's only a 78, but we're going to make him a little better, and he's the reason we even got 14 points in the last game. So, and then on defense, we have C.J. Mosley, Marcus May, and Logan Ryan. At the corners, we have Marcel Darius, Steve McGlendon. We got quite a few defensive tackles. What we need is ends. But right now, we've got a good set of defensive tackles. So, Sky, hey, buddy, how you doing, man? I missed you at the I'm doing hockey later tonight. I missed you at the last hockey game, bud. You were, there's another guy, Frank. Neither one of you were there. I was like, well. But it was Friday night, and people were busy on Friday night, so I understand that. We got destroyed in the last football game, as I'm going to show you guys, if I can get to my schedule. Let's go to the team schedule and just take a look at this walloping we got by the Buffalo Bills of all teams, and they had Matt Barkley at quarterback. We lost 14-52. For some reason, it says I played that game 3 times. I only played it twice. One of them, I did play it. One of them was just a test to see if the game worked and everything. The other one was where the power or the Wi-Fi went down, and the last one was the one where we got smoked. 49ers, they're also 0-1, so hopefully this will be a little bit better of a game. I don't want to put you guys through another beatdown like we got against the Bills. We did good for 2 quarters, and after that it was terrible. I don't know what happened to Josh Allen. He threw 6 interceptions. That's awesome, Scott, man. I hated doing that stuff, changing from days to nights to nights to days to days to nights to nights to days. I used to do it a lot. Now I just work days. But yeah, we won. We beat the Penguins 7-4. We also won in baseball that same week and beat the Mariners 7-4. So it was 2 games where we won, and then of course we got destroyed in football. Now the last baseball game we got beat. So maybe we'll win this. I doubt. Our New York Jets just are not that good. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you guys. And the fact that I've played Madden my whole life. Oh, we got some trade offers for Sam Darnold. Let's review these offers real quick. A 23rd round draft pick from Washington and a 6th round. No. Now, a 2nd round draft pick next year. That seems like the route to go if we really want to build this team from young talent. They really want Darnold, huh? He's terrible. I put him in the game for like 1 play and he threw an interception. I like Josh Dobbs as our backup. He can run, and that's what I was looking forward to doing, was having quarterbacks that can run. So can Josh Allen, which I need to do more of. And here's something else, guys, that we didn't do last game because I'm a pass-heavy kind of coach in football. I like to pass the ball. We cannot do that. Right now, we just don't have the receivers and the talent on the field for it. Are we going to pass some? Of course. We need to lean on the best player on our team, Le'Veon Bell, and our right tackle, which is on the left side, Bulaga. Those are where we need to focus on those areas because that is our 2 best players, and that is our only way to even consider winning a game at the level we're playing here in Madden. I think I'm going to take this Indianapolis trade and let them have Darnold and get these draft picks because we're going to need them. And when do we get to start doing some scouting, by the way? Anyhow, I'll take you guys through the roster. Here we go. Man, the screens are loading slow today. Bulaga's our best player on our team, and he's the cheapest. He's only 500. I mean, he's only making $500,000. Is that what he's making, or that's a savings? Because Le'Veon Bell's okay, but Le'Veon Bell has got a $17 million guaranteed contract. I don't know exactly what Balaga's making, but we got him out of free agency. Or no, we traded some pick for him, and we got Logan Ryan. But let's go through the roster this way. Josh Allen is our starting quarterback. He threw 6 interceptions in the last game. Our backup quarterback is the quarterback from Tennessee, Josh Dobbs. Both of them have fairly good speed, so they can get out of some bad situations. Josh Allen's problem was that I was over calling pass plays instead of running the ball like we should have been with Le'Veon Bell, and that goes on me. If we're going to throw, let's do some short passes really quick. If we incomplete, go back to Le'Veon. So, well, if Josh Allen don't get any better, I'm going after a quarterback. But I really need some receivers, and I really need some offensive linemen. I'm not really worried about defense right now because our offense is just hideous. Defense is terrible. Obviously, we allowed 52 points scored on us last game, but C.J. Mosley, Marcus Mays starting to come up, and Logan Ryan. I can handle those three guys on defense with our great defensive tackles. So the three top positions I'm looking for are wide receiver, offensive guard or tackle. We'll count that as one position, and defensive ends. That would be the three positionings I'm looking for because that's where we're at our lowest amount. We don't have any. We definitely don't need a halfback. Le'Veon Bell is only 28 years old. There is no sense in even thinking about anything about him moving at all. He's got such good truck skills. Like, he can run over people, and that's what I love about him. Wide receiver, the best one we got is Jamison Crowder, and he's only an 80 overall with 90 speed. Our fastest receiver is Brashad Perryman. If we're going to go deep ever, or we want to do some four verticals, that's who we want to go to. Randall Cobb, he was our best receiver in the last game. We got him off the free agent market for very cheap. But he can do them. He's a slot receiver, and he does a great job. So when I start scouting, the first thing I'm probably going to start scouting is receivers, though, because look at this, dude. The best receiver we got's an 80. Now, I put Josh Gordon on the team as our wide receiver. He didn't really do nothing. I mean, he used to be a really good wide receiver. The last time I played Madden, Josh Gordon was young, but he was like he was still like a 78, but his upside was like 95. Like, I ended up getting him at a 95 eventually. And now it's in real life, it's 6 years later, and he's still at a 78. And Randall Cobb, who used to be a 90 something in the last time I played, is in 70. So much has changed, and I've not kept up with the NFL much lately. I will this season because I'm into this now, but there was no sense in me keeping up with it. The Jets are terrible. There's no sense in watching them. And anyhow, I'm not really concerned about tight end. I'm sure we'll find one on the free agency market. I think we'll spend most of our free agency looking for tackles and guards for the offensive line, because if Josh Allen doesn't have protection, he's going to screw up. He's young. Yeah, I agree with you. I do. If we don't have protection for Allen, he can't throw. I think that was our biggest issue. We got destroyed last week. We played good for the first two quarters. It was 17-14 at halftime. So between halftime and the end of the game, they scored 38 unanswered points. I don't understand how that happens in real life, but it did. And I almost rage quit, but I didn't. I ended up just simming to the end because it was just so bad. But I do think, Scott, that we need to lean more on Bell than we did last game. I think I only got 62 yards with him. He is a captain. He is a leader, and he can do the job. And we're not utilizing our best talent, which is Le'Veon Bell. So we're going to this game, and that also takes pressure off of Josh Allen and puts it where it needs to be. The problem is our line's not very good at run blocking. So there's that situation. But we do got a couple of good ones. Ron Leary is a guy I got in free agency. His overall run blocking's an 85, so he's better at that. If we're going to run, we might want to run to the right side. especially if we do dives or anything in the A gap. When it comes to the left tackle, even though it says Mekhi Becton is our left tackle, the rookie from Louisville, he is not our depth chart will actually show that Balaga, I moved him. I wanted Leary on the right side and Balaga on the left side. I wanted a decent blocker on each side of my line. As you can see, his run blocking is not that good. He's more of a pass blocking guy, but so that would make me lean towards running right more than I would left. Anderson's one of our ends. I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. He's 29 years old and he's not getting any better. Quentin Williams is our other one. He's 22. He's young. He's from Alabama. I think we can do something with him. That's why I wouldn't ever get rid of him. I think he'll be in at least the upper 80s or low 90s in a couple seasons, maybe three. So we may keep him. He may end up being a really good end for us, especially edge rusher. He was really good at Alabama. I watched college football, plenty. Oh, here's the defensive tackles. I ended up building our defensive tackle core from free agents and some trades. We got Ed Oliver as our best defensive tackle. We got Marcel Darius. So if we play a 4-3, that's the two guys you're going to have in there. And then to back them up, we got Steve McGlendon and Don Terry Poe, who on the last game I played was a beast. I just don't know what happened to some of these players. I haven't played Madden since 17. Yeah, you'd think, especially on defense with C.J. Mosley there leading the charge. I mean, both of them played for Alabama. Basically, the Jets are Alabama. I mean, if you want to be technical, but actually Florida and Alabama. So look at our linebacker, left outside linebacker Langy. I don't even know how to pronounce that dude's name. He is a 69 overall and he's 27 years old. There's the beast from the East, and he's the captain of our defense, C.J. Mosley. He is a absolute monster on the field. He's everywhere. It's hard to stop him. Right outside linebacker, Jordan Jenkins from Georgia. His 4 years experience, he's not getting much better. I'm hoping we can build a little bit with him, but we'll see. We'll see. The only cornerback we had was Pierre Desir that was in the 80s, and Brian Poole. Now, I don't even know if we had Brian Poole. Maybe we didn't. I don't know, but I know that I got Logan Ryan because I was like, dude, we have nobody at corner that can do anything. And I needed somebody that could play zone and man coverage, and he can do both. I mean, he's better at man, but he can do zone too. He's 82 overall in zone coverage. So it's nice to have Ryan and Desir on each end of the field guarding the best receivers. I mean, we got smoked last week, but I also did some really ridiculous things offensively from where I've not played this game in over 5 years. So I've played Madden my whole life, and this one's so much different. It feels different even. I haven't played since the Frostbite engine changeover, and maybe that's the difference. I don't know, but it's really weird. I've got the Matt 10 slider set on. Marcus May, of course, is our 82 overall. He just turned into an 82. He was an 81 free safety. I'm trying to get to the game here. We're playing the 49ers, who lost two, but they didn't lose as bad as we did. Then Bradley McDougald, who's 7 years into his lifespan as an NFL safety. He's not going to get much better. That's obvious, from Kansas. So that's your team. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the team one more time. I won't do that in any other videos, but we can sign one more player. Let's see what kind of free agents we got. We still got one more roster spot open. Jimmy Smith is 9 years in. He's just not fast enough for me. I think I thought about signing him last time, and I was like, he's an 88 overall speed, but he's a man-to-man corner. I don't think that makes sense, but I don't really see anybody I want. Jason Witten's 122 years old. Nobody's going to... Why is he even in the free agent pool? I don't get that. Eric Berry... I love Eric Berry. Why is he so low? Dude beat cancer. He was the best safety in the NFL for what, 5 straight years? And they've drug him down to free agency and a 77 overall. He got cut off some team. What have they done to Madden? Is this real life? I mean, Scott, you may keep up with the NFL more than I do, but is Eric Berry really gotten that bad? I need to know answers. I need to know that, and I need to know why he's in free agency. That's ridiculous. Okay, so there is nobody I really want right now. Hopefully, 52 players is just going to have to do. The only other opening I would actually even consider, we did have 53, but we just traded Darnold for some picks. I don't really need. I need offensive linemen. If somebody offers me an offensive lineman or I find a deal for one, I'll get one. But if you go into the free agent pool and you look at offensive linemen, there isn't really any that's worth the money or the time. We have so much salary cap space. I cannot wait till the offseason. We will build this team. I mean, we won't have a player below a 75 when I'm done with it. And look, left tackles are terrible. Left guards, nah. Centers, terrible. Right tackles, eh. And Valdir's old too. And then, of course, see, with no offensive lineman in free agency. Well, I know that he got cancer and he beat it, but ever like I haven't played Madden since 17. Now I played 17 all the way up until like 2020 or something like that, but it's so much different now. But all them players were really good back then, and to even have Randall Cobb on your team, you had done some really heavy duty businesses. But not no more. Things have changed, obviously. And that is me as the head coach, but it's the closest I could get to looking like me without actually looking like me. Uh, I don't have that fat of a head. Oh, the Chiefs released him in order to avoid a portion of his salary being full. Oh my gosh. I almost want to sign him just to have him. What if he comes what if he's one of those stories where you come back and you find a second win with a second life. The only thing is he's 10 years in and he does got some puzzle pieces missing obviously. All right, Eric. I mean, you're not going to start over Marcus May or nothing, but to say I have Randall Cobb and Eric Berry on my team is kind of cool. We're going to sign him. Why not? We'll let him play some when we're getting beat 52 to nothing, so we'll get to see him. All right, guys, let's get to the game. I'm sorry about this. I just get into the line. My favorite thing about football is creating a roster, making the roster better. We've got to play more games to get better. This is a totally different experience. Now, I thought Maddens were always the same, and they are pretty much. Buttons are still the same, but the adjustment I'm having is the timing with this Frostbite engine is a lot quicker than the timing that I was used to with Madden 17. Comeback story in Madden 11, he is a corner. Wow. Dude, he used to be so fast, he was a corner. I just always known Eric Berry to be a absolute stud, and for him to not be anymore is just kind of disappointing. And I mean, Richard Sherman's about the same age, and he's still up there as a shutdown corner. Our top three players are none of them have a title, so there's that. Let's see what kind of uniforms we're gonna wear. We're home. I want to wear the all greens, not jersey. I want to wear the all greens. Yeah, I want to. Can we do the alternate color rush socks? Yeah, all greens, and we'll leave white shoes. All right, so that's. I can I be honest with you, Scott, and the rest of whoever's watching. I'm a nervous wreck. I do not want to lose. Like it when I play these games, especially hockey, football, basketball, and uh, baseball. Like I lost that baseball game to Seattle in extra innings last game, and it really hurt my heart. Like it bothered me for a whole day. And I'm so nervous about playing this because I don't want to get destroyed. I want to win. I'm a competitor, and a competitor always wants to win. And unlike, all the other YouTubers that do franchise content on the internet, I don't record my stuff. You see it live, so I can't hide nothing. I can't hide behind editing equipment to, okay, I look like I played okay, they just played better. No, we looked absolutely terrible. And I never understood those guys that record their games and then announce and act excited about something they already know is going to happen. When you hear excitement in my voice, you're hearing real excitement. All right, let's get this set up here. Let's get the capture card set up here. The skippity-doo capture card that I have to deal with. It's so annoying. It just skips. It's like a frame every 14 seconds. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's so pathetic. I do that for like little reels and shorts that I do on the channel. I'm sure you've caught some shorts. I actually advertised this game today.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48
I meant to turn the announcing voice down, but I don't think it's. I think I'm overpowering
a few
enough.
moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out.
The beloved Jets. They probably got 5 people in the stands. What do they mean, beloved?
Should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco
Scott.
49ers.
Is the announcers too loud for my voice, or am I overpowering them? As long as I'm overpowering them, I'm good. But if they're like interrupting what I'm saying, let me know, okay? Because I try to keep the announcing on so people can still kind of feel like it's the real game, because I already got to turn the music off. But I also announce over top of the announcers. And I don't like playing the game without the announcers on because it don't feel like Madden. I always play Madden with the announcer on. So,
both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun
okay, yeah, as long as I'm louder than them, pretty much. I want to make sure I'm not getting overpowered by Brandon Gaudin as loud as he is and annoying. Alright, this is what we worked on in the practice you guys didn't get to see. We got a +1 on our play action, and in mid-throw accuracy got a +1. Our offensive line got a +1 in pass block and a +1 in impact block. Defense did a lot better in practice, +2 in play recognition, +2 in man coverage. So we have boost when we call play action power plays and cover 2 man plays. So that's what we worked in training. But we're going to start off. I should have looked a little bit more at their team to see what we were up against.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I got to get used to these buttons. Oh my goodness! Thank gosh Anderson was there. And that's going to be about a 2-yard gain by Raheem Mostert.
20 carries, 101 yards.
He had 101 yards in his last game. 20 carries.
I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action.
See, this is something I'm getting used to.
On 2nd and 7.
Oh, we got to get in front of those guys. All right, we stopped him from getting a first. All right, guys, let's go. All right, let me get into my announcing mode. I'm into coaching mode right now. We're going to be at the 34-yard line, 11:24 left, 0-0 here in the first quarter as Jets defense tries to stand strong against the 49ers here in Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, my goodness. Why is he so open? Why is he so open? We were in man-to-man. 63-yard gain, 54-yard game by Pettis. Who was guarding this guy? I guess we blitzed the wrong. All right, guys, that does mean the end of the world. It means we need to. Yeah, you know they're going to run now. Nope, they passed again, and they got it wide open. But that time he was guarded. Deebo Samuel just burnt the cornerback. And the 49ers score within the first minute, 40 seconds of the game. Already Jets are playing like Jets are playing. I don't even know what to say. I don't know why Dude was wide open in the middle of the field. I don't understand when you play a man-to-man like that, especially when you've got added +1 on your man-to-man coverage or +2. I don't know. Obviously, I screwed up in play calling when I did the audible. So. Did he get to the 24? So here we go, guys. We're going to come in here with Josh Allen on offense. We all thought that was a good trade to make. We didn't like Sam Darnold when we did it. You see the 6 interceptions he had. He's too young.
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy.
We need to focus more on Le'Veon Bell. That's our best offensive threat. We also want to waste time. We don't want to allow a lot of possessions for the 49ers. They're obviously going to be having no issue scoring. Le'Veon Bell. Oh, user juke. Can he get how many? So close. I thought I was going to break it, but he only got 3 yards.
3 yards the gain there.
Yeah, we just got to focus on short pass plays and running the ball.
I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance.
I know what happened last week. I did not play Le'Veon Bell the way I should have, and Josh Allen should not have to throw it 150 times. Good job by Bell there, getting him about 6 yards.
That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
All right, it's 3rd and 1, and we have one of the best 3rd and 1 down backs in the game. Why were we not going to him last week, you may be asking? It's a good question. We're going to him this week. And Bell's going to get the first down. So there you go. He's got 2 rushes, 9 yards already. The few times we did go to Bell last game, I mean, he did get stopped quite a bit. We ran him some, don't get me wrong, but Buffalo's defense was stout. I thought I could squeeze in behind Leary, but I did not. There's a flag, though. Probably going to be a holding. Yeah, I'd have to guess that would be correct.
They call that on?
I don't know who said that, but they did not like that call as we get set for a 1st and 19. And I know they want me to run that play action stuff, but guys, Madden is not a game where you need to be running play action. They literally get in the backfield within the first 5 seconds of the hike. I mean, there is no waiting for you to hand off.
From the gun, it's Allen. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Oh, and I threw my 7th interception of the season. Oh. Okay, guys. So things are happening now, and there's the 7th pick of the season. Cobb did not even jump for that ball to fight for it. I thought he would. That's the reason. First of all, I thought the safety was going to leave. Missed tackle. We are terrible. I've got to get better at this game. What is going on? He is 4 of 4 for 106 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo. I should have practiced a little bit before I came out here. I'm blind playing right now. There we go. Good defense there. Is that Eric Berry? It was. Eric Berry got his first tackle.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle.
Man, Eric Berry already coming in making his presence felt for the New York Jets. Josh Allen throws his 7th interception in 2 games. And there's C.J. Mosley. 3rd and 9. Good defense by the Jets. Did you see that, Scott? Did you see Berry do that tackle on the edge? He got all the way around his defender, and then C.J. Mosley just did that. All right, guys. I think we're going to go. Let's go dime. You definitely know they're going to pass it. I don't want to do a man. I want to do a zone. We went man enough. Okay, I can go with Jenkins here. Oh, that should have been an interception, but it was not. That's the first incompletion for Jimmy Garoppolo. We need better hands than that. That could have saved us from getting that 3 points they're going to get right here. they get their 3 points to go up by 2 possessions, 10-0. 49ers already up on the Jets as Josh Allen throws his 7th interception of the game. Obviously, Josh Allen can't go deep at all, so we've learned our lesson on that. We're still in the first quarter, 10-0, Jets down to the 49ers as Berrios comes out with it to the 25-yard line. Dude, I'm telling you, that tackle by Barry was something else. That showed me right there that I'm not. And he was automatically subbed in the game. I didn't go out there and put him in the game or nothing.
That are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team. They tell him that's on me. That's my bad.
No, he's told him 7 times that's on him, announcer.
We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points. And not a
There you go, Bell. Get up there, baby. 9-yard game by Bell. We're going to be down to a 2nd and 1. Last week, he only had 18 rushes, 62 yards, and a touchdown. That's the reason why I said we need to lean on him more. And the short passing game. Quit trying to go long to Cobb. Cobb is not somebody that's got legs for long, and he don't go up and fight. There we go. Turning the 4th. Nice. All right, Allen's 2 of 3, 10 yards with an interception. Let's just keep it calm and smooth. Are we losing? Sure. But we're not going to lose 52-14 this week. That's the way we got to think in our heads. We need to improve just a little bit every week. And look at Bell with all this field. I tried to do a little juke, but it didn't work. But now we're starting to move up the field a little bit. As Le'Veon Bell picks up a nice 14-yard gain. I love running shotgun because I'm a college football fan with running plays, but man, it's hard to do in the NFL. It is. They're so quick. As Kinlaw makes the tackle on Bell there, we are at the 44-yard line.
They get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Oh, look at Allen take off. And that's a late hit out of bounds. Now, come on.
This will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
He fumbled the ball, but
Very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility.
that's one thing I like about having Josh Allen instead of Sam Darnold is he can literally run the ball.
He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds.
Well, I mean, he was going out of bounds because I knew he would cough it up. And this is a typical Madden game where every time the quarterback gets tackled, he fumbles. Oh, Bell found a hole, but it closed quickly on him, and he's only got 20 yards here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 on the 31-yard line.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked out up really well.
Crowder with the catch, and he's going to get the first down for the Jets. Beautiful catch by Jamison Crowder. I told you, short passing and running the ball, guys. That's all we can do.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
Once I get the hang of Madden 21 compared to, I'm used to being on Madden 17, things will change a little bit. What did I stop like that for? What happened? No gain on that. I didn't mean to stop like that. I thought I must have called the wrong play.
Definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
All right, guys. This is an old play I used to call in college. It's called the run him away and go out of bounds. He gets hit again out of bounds. He's showing that he's running out of bounds. He's showing that he's giving himself up, and they're still tackling him. And I know the game input the late hit penalty.
This is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Appreciate you being with me tonight, Scott. I appreciate all the new subs to the channel. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch our baseball live stream 2 days ago for a 300 subscriber special. We had a great baseball game. It went into extra innings. Bell, can he get it? They're going to call that a fumble. They said Bell fumbled, but was he down is the question. It looked like he was down. And I may challenge this.
Anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah.
Can I challenge that play? Is it possible to challenge it? Or do I need to... It don't let you challenge it. There's nothing to challenge. Yes, there is something to challenge. They're not going to let us challenge it. One running back. Wait a minute. The booth is going to review it. Thank goodness. Because I could have swore he was down when that ball popped out. See, his knee's down, so we're going to keep the ball, guys. I think we're going to... Or are they going to consider that? No, his elbow, I don't know. Was his elbow down? Let's listen in here. We get to keep the ball. Rhyme time, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, do that for me, bud. Appreciate it. Give it a like. Always give the videos a like. It helps out so much. I know people don't get that, but with YouTube's algorithms, likes and dislikes. Even if you dislike the video, it still helps me.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
Gore gets the ball, and he's going to come down to the 5-yard line as the Jets are trying to get in the end zone for the first time. Here in the Jets franchise on the GSU Coach channel, our Jets have already started a rebuild with Ed Oliver and Jordan Jenkins and players like that playing on our team. Can Josh Allen get his first touchdown pass is my question. It's good to see you, Rhyme Time, man. I love when you come by. You're one of my favorite people to see come by.
Throwing again on second down.
Bell takes off. Oh, and he gets to the goal line. I thought he was going to give I thought he was going to give Josh Allen his first passing touchdown. It doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. Oh, Bell got off of him. Touchdown. New York Jets come back within 4 points, and they score with Le'Veon Bell and leaning on that short passing game and running game. Like I told you, Scott, that's what we've got to do to win or even compete with teams in the NFL. We got away from that last week and tried deep pass after deep pass, and it caused some major issues. And the first time we tried a deep pass and listen, it caused an interception.
With a goal for touchdown scored or yardage, what do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals.
There we go. It looked like it might get blocked. It did not. So we're back within 3. We're in the first quarter of 47 seconds left, and the Jets have 7. 49ers have 10. One thing I like about the Jets is their defense in the last couple of possessions has been really, really good. And it's going to be a good kickoff. Probably going to knock it all the way in the back of the end zone. Should have no return. And our defense is going to come back out on the field here. First half, San Francisco, or first quarter, San Francisco 10, New York 7.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3.
Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers offense comes back out on the field. Okay, they're going to have 3 receivers. I'm going to have... Yeah, let's do this.
You're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
We're going to do that because our team's so bad this year. See, where is the guys that's guarding the middle of the field? I had 2 guys that time guarding the middle of the field. Both of them were my safeties. Yet George Kittle still caught the ball and still got a first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy.
I think they're going to hand it off here. I'm right, but there's a wide open hole as we stop him before he gets a first down. Second 2 here. And we're going to end the first quarter with a 10-7 lead by the 49ers. I mean, honestly, guys, the way we've been playing the past game and a half, even in the preseason, I won a couple. But I'll be okay with just holding them to a field goal. Like 13-7 is not bad. I'm okay with that. Yeah, right, Scott. We got a long ways to go, bud. Oh, what a tackle! Did you see that one-armed beast tackle on Mostert by nobody less than Williams from Alabama, who we're going to make the centerpiece of our defense behind C.J. Mosley. That is what we look for in defensive ends. Look at that. One arm tackled him. God, that guy's a beast. All right, this is one receiver. It looks like they're going to hand it off. I'm looking for a decent play here.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Wide open. Wide open hole. Cannot believe we called the exact play we needed to stop that from happening, and it still happened anyway. Their offensive line opened a hole the size a truck could run through, and the 49ers are going to go back up by 10 points early in the second quarter. My goodness. We had everybody coming at the running back, and he still did not get touched. What an embarrassing defensive effort for our defense. Just absolutely hideously embarrassing. And Barrios gets rocked. Remember Barrios from the preseason. That's so aggravating because I did so much to get that touchdown, and then we end up just losing it.
What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space.
Yeah, he tried to get around that hole. He didn't get quite enough. He's not even getting 3 yards of carry at the current moment, but it is 2nd and 8, and we're going to take as much time as we need. Terrible pass by Josh Allen, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. This is where we get ourselves in trouble because we cannot pass the way we want to pass. Randall Cobb is one of my favorite people to go to. He's been bottled up all game long. They've watched footage on us. See? We're going to have to punt. So the Jets' offense was stifled that time. Hopefully our defense can come in here and do something this time. Oh, Brian Poole's got it. He just knocked the ball loose. We just got a touchdown. New York Jets fumble recovery touchdown by Brian Poole.
Things weren't exactly looking up for this offense, but after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone,
I thought we were dead in the ground. Look, yes, that was a fumble. What a hit. I don't know who laid the hit. I didn't get to see who laid the hit, but Brian Poole picked it up and scored the touchdown. And the extra point is good. We're back within 3. Who knocked the cough up?
Return for a touchdown.
Honey, that's how I always announce. No, that's how I always announce. You know it. All right, now the Jets are back within 3. What a touchdown by Brian Poole, picking the ball up and running it straight into the end zone.
Willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there.
Well, Scott, I didn't think we'd be back within 3, but we are. And now they're going to bring out 2 receivers. I think we're going to do a little. I don't like when our safeties play man because I like having that protection deep. So.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Good job by C.J. Mosley getting around his blocker to get that tackle on Mostert.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their
beautiful job by Mosley. He's had a couple of good plays, but Quinnen Williams is the one that really surprised me.
They throw a lot of misdirection at you. They're trying to fool you. They get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
Oh, we almost picked that one off, but he did not. Jimmy Garoppolo's 5 of 7 for 123 yards with a touchdown. It's 17-14, the same score that we had last week in the Buffalo game in the second quarter. But we're doing things a little different this time, and we scored defensively, which is kind of awesome. Let's go to the dime. Let's go to that.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, Jordan Jenkins going to be blocked by number 69. Quick throw, and they got that one quickly. Mosley will get the tackle, but that's going to be a first down for the 49ers. Good job by the New York Jets, though, to keep themselves in this game. It's tough when you're a team as bad as the Jets. to keep yourself in games, honestly.
After the catch, and he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs,
Let's do better than that. Mosley is all over the place. That's his third tackle in a row, probably. Yeah, he's got 3 tackles in the game. That's his second tackle for loss. C.J. Mosley being a beast.
fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's see what I'm going to start keeping my safeties deep. I also want to keep somebody in the center. I may have to be this guy because they're just going to the center way too much. 2nd and 11, Jimmy Garoppolo. Look at the defense. That was Brian Poole who just scored the touchdown. Now it is 3rd and 12. What a tackle by Brian Poole to get in the backfield. It's 3rd down and 12. Jets is looking to stop them here. Okay, I'm going to run a nickel. I'm not going to do a 3-3-4. I don't know if we should do a 3-3-5. I like the Tampa 2. But it don't, like C.J. Mosley is not, he's too deep. But at least he'll keep whoever's in the middle in front of him. Well, not good enough. Not good enough. Man, George Kittle just got a 23. Or how many did he get? He got a lot of yardage. 1st and 10. Terrible defense by the Jets. Mosley that was his whole job, was to stop Kittles. Did not happen that way, though.
Taking advantage of it.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one into the hands of
Look at George Kittles. My goodness, C.J. Mosley was all over that ball.
They're inside the 25. Another 1st down.
They're making George Kittle like he has sticky glue on his hands, man.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it.
We're going to have to play better than that. But we played good defense. You can't ask for C.J. Mosley to play better defense than that. That's ridiculous.
Back to the running game.
Nice play by Anderson.
Down near the 20 at the 21.
Be another one-arm tackle by one of our defensive ends.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle.
Kittles is catch. I mean, literally caught almost every pass Garoppolo's thrown. 4 receptions for 65 yards. Another 3rd down play. And Eric Berry is in the game.
Let's see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Oh, come on. Brian Poole loses Kittles, and Kittles is going to get just enough for the 1st down. 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. How do you lose the only guy that they're literally... Oh, it's aggravating.
I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little
It is so aggravating when you have like everything perfect and they still pick up the yards. Like when C.J. Mosley was guarding him a minute ago and literally jumped on him when he caught the ball. Most people would have dropped the ball. Nice defense there. That time was Brian, or I don't know who that was. Sometimes the screen goes so fast I can't keep up with who's who. I got to get used to announcing football. I'm so used to baseball, hockey, and everything else that I forgot how to announce football, but we're going to get back into it here. Oh, Anderson just ran over. Deebo Samuel catches it. Are they going to get a 1st down? Yep. They're going to give him a 1st down. And honestly, if you want my honest opinion on that call, that was if they were going to give him, if they were going to, oops, sorry guys, hit the wrong button. But we stopped him in the backfield. So good job by our defense there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit
now basically the whole end zone is covered.
A little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
One more time with Mostert.
Nice defense by Basham that time, as Mostert cannot find the end zone. Can we play goal line D here, guys?
Throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short
Williams That's who I'm going to be. They're not going to run it. They're going to pass it, but I've got plenty of people covering the end zone.
Very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone.
Incomplete pass. He was out of bounds.
They've held the ball for quite a while.
They're going to go for it.
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the
well, first they're going to challenge the play. They're going to say,
and the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field.
they're going to say he made a catch there. He's got to have both feet in bounds. That's not a very good look there. I don't think he had possession, honestly, until there's 1 foot. He may have got it. They're probably going to give him a touchdown there, guys. We're going to go back down by 10. No, they didn't. And they're going to have to kick a field goal. There just wasn't enough evidence to overturn it.
No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board.
Let's be safe. Let's do safe field goal block because this would be a perfect time to fake one. And the 49ers are going to look to go up by 6, which is a lot better than 10. And there we go. So we get a chance here with 4 minutes left in the second quarter to take the lead for the first time. We played great goal line defense there. We stopped them from getting any kind of touchdown.
I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get
nice little return there by Barrios. Got up to the 26, and now we've got a 4:15 to play. We've got all our timeouts. We got plenty of time here.
Week 2 of the NFL later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle.
What? Who false started?
Will be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the
terrible
state of
timing.
Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
All right, guys, let's play good here.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Randall Cobb catches it. He gets all the way up to the 50, almost to the 50-yard line, to the 48. Appreciate everybody joining me on this that is here and everybody that watches these games afterwards. Hit hashtag replay. Let me know that you're watching. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Appreciate Scott being here. Talking game that I'm in because I am a nervous wreck.
So one play and they're already just
I don't want to do a power zero, but I don't have a choice. I just don't like the way our team blocks for that.
Out of the shotgun.
Well, not too bad. It could have been worse, but at least we got to the 50-yard line. As Bell is only averaging 2.7 yards of rush in this game. Let's go to single back. Let's go to inside instead of. That way we're right there in the A gap. I think that's our strongest point. What did I just do? Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I just hit. It says hit the L stick. Whatever. Sorry about that, guys.
On second down.
Bell gets another couple. He's not doing a good job of fighting for those extra yards, but it's not really his fault. As the guy literally has nobody blocking for him. Oh, I'm about to have to call timeout. I can't think of finding nothing here. I don't like taking that long.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be
third down and 6 here for the Jets.
From the gun, Allen.
Crowder with a big catch to the 28-yard line. 27. Nice pass by Josh Allen. The Jets are fighting with everything they've got to stay in this game, to show that they're not that team that we seen last time. Nice job by the New York Jets, and it is the 2-minute warning as we do not want to give San Francisco any time to do anything. But I would really like Bale to break one loose. And he can't get no openings, no holes. Another 2-yard gain for
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense.
All right, let's try a screen here.
If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Oh, Bell's got it. He gets out of bounds. He gets a first down, though. And Josh Allen's 9 for 12, 100 yards, only one interception this game. He had 6 in the last one.
It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all
So
3
far,
of
so
those
good
passes,
for the
and
Jets
last
as they
one coming
drive
in
down
the
the
red
field. Oh, Scott, are you still on here? I need to ask you a question, or maybe I can look it up. What's the throwaway button on the modern-day Maddens? I just want to see, like, our control layout. I don't want to change no controls. How do you throw it away as the quarterback? Passing. Okay, R3. It's still the same. It's still the same. Never mind, Scott. I figured it out. It's still the same as it was back in... ever since I started playing on PlayStation. All right, so we know what to do if we have nobody open. We throw the ball away.
Play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Cobb catches it for the first down.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Frank Gore scored us a touchdown last time we played. Same area. I'm going to let the time run down for a little bit because I don't want to give them any chances.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
This used to be one of my favorite plays back in the day.
3, here's second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit...
Oh, Cobb drops the ball in the end zone. Could have been Josh Allen's first touchdown passing-wise of the season. He's got 7 interceptions, but no touchdowns. All right. Now the Niners are going to call a timeout. It's 20-14. They're wanting us to go for a field goal here. That'll put us within 3. I don't know because we're at the 1-yard line. And this game is not one of them games where you have a hard time getting. Let's just try it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal.
We're going to go for it, guys. Bell gets a touchdown, and the Jets are going to get tied. Josh Allen may not have thrown a touchdown, but we got a touchdown. Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Le'Veon Bell, beautiful job. Look at that. Right, nobody touched him. Good blocking up front by our goal line or our offense. And the Jets could take the lead here, guys. We might have had a struggle. Oh, I might have missed that. Did I? Nope, I didn't. So the Jets take the lead, and the crowd is fired up. For the first time this season, the Jets get a lead. Well, I think we had a lead last game, honestly. I think we led 14-7 at one point. So really, they probably scored like 45 unanswered points on us.
Set now to kick this one away,
and here's the kickoff. 42 seconds left. 49ers do have players to drive it downfield quickly, but will they use them? Will they risk it, or will they just go ahead and run the timeout? Jimmy Garoppolo's 1,596 yards and a touchdown. They're going to run 3 wide receivers, so I'm guessing it looks like they're going to try.
And they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better.
Yeah, they're going to try because they got Kittles. Why not? They're going to take their second time out here.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Wow, guys.
Complete.
They're going to get a field goal here, and they're going to take the lead before the half. I cannot believe that we let them get down the field with 2 plays just like that, all because of George Kittle. 10 seconds left. It's 21-20. Jets lead the 49ers. We're in the second quarter. Did he get it? He drained it. They're going to go up by 2. They're going to take a 2-point lead at the half. I mean, pretty much, unless we just get something amazing to happen here. That's kind of aggravating because I thought we were going to go into the half with a lead, but of course Madden is big on the
big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a nice return sets him up.
We get the ball back, but I think I'm going to try. I don't want to throw no interception. Poor guy's already got enough.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field.
So we're only down by 2, though. So we're still within a field goal.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
As Bale gets a few yards to end the first half. Jets are only down by 2, 23-21. I think it's time for both defenses to step up and play better defense because this is a high-scoring game.
Charles, in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following in a
I never understood this.
Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll start with an AFC East battle down in South Florida. Buffalo at Miami. And it's the Bills who lead that one.
The Bills, who dominated us last game, are still leading with Joe Flacco playing in this one.
Catches on the afternoon.
Well, Diggs was a problem.
To the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants.
And the Giants are kind of the same boat we're in. They're having a lot of trouble.
Finally, let's get
both
to
New
the
York
country
teams.
Music capital of the world.
And here's the Jacksonville, Tennessee game.
At home,
they got Colin Kaepernick on the Jaguars, who's starting quarterback.
As it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The
Jags got 20 yards on 6 attempts
and claim victory.
That doesn't seem right stats-wise.
It was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, guys, we are back with action. Now, we want to waste time. We want to run the ball. Bell eventually will break one.
What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
As we're going to go to the 25-yard line, and back comes Josh Allen, who has yet to throw a touchdown pass in this season. But it's only the second game, but he's got 7 interceptions.
I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it.
Nice catch by Jamison Crowder to get us a few yards, to put us closer to that first down marker, and it's going to be 2nd and inches. This would be a play where you're like, hey, if you're going to go deep, but not with the way Josh Allen's been playing. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. There's no way I'm going deep with Josh Allen right now because his confidence is shook completely. Look at that line of blockers. And Bale gets a lot of yardage. Nice throw by Josh Allen. He's 13 of 17, 140 yards with a touchdown. I said we're going to throw screens, slants, and run the ball all game long because anything else is just too risky. And that's what we're going to do. There's Le'Veon Bell getting a few yards that time. He's gotten 38 yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 rushes, but he needs to have more yardage than that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get the guy we're going to double team. Double team this guy here. Switch sides. Good job. Bale with a wide open hole, and he gets quite a few yards there. 16 rushes, 46 yards, 2.8 average per carry.
He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries.
And that time, he gets taken down in the backfield.
He is met quickly in the backfield
as they were waiting for a handoff to Bell.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep
9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Jets down by 2.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Herndon. Nice job by Herndon, the 4th, to get us really close to that first down marker. Close enough for me to feel comfortable doing, a handoff. That's all I wanted.
Really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, Stayed in great communication, and as he
They
dragged
don't have any
across
plays
each
that
zone,
I see that
you see
I
him
want.
pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down.
Oh, that was my bad.
The lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
What kind of field goal is this? 49 yards?
On 3rd and 2. You're telling
Wind's
the whole
blowing
world
that
you got
way, so we
nothing
want
but
to go
confidence in your
over.
offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stumped on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the
We
defense.
squeezed that field goal in there to take a 1-point lead, 24-23. What a kick. Beautiful kick by Marr.
Well, they don't get a
And the
touchdown
Jets
here.
take a 1-point lead.
I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go
Man,
downfield,
not
get
Meyer.
some points up on the
Oh, I said
board,
Meyer
and hope that
for
you motivated your
Man's
defense
our
to take
kicker.
the field and hold that lead.
He just kicked like a man on the other side, and we wasted about 3.5 minutes off the clock on that one, as Kittle has had a beast of a game. I don't care what, like I really don't care how many yards they get or what it looks like in the stats at the end. All I care about is getting the victory. If we could do that in this game, guys, that would be so awesome. I have to win 4 games this year or get fired. So we better figure it out quickly. We only have 17 chances.
And I can't wait to see what they
What
have
a
planned,
good rush by the
because
Jets
some
to
teams
cause
bring
Garoppolo to
this
throw that up like that,
Other teams
and
just go, okay, these
he had
are the
nobody
sequence
open,
of
and that's the
plays we
first
have
time
to
that's
run. These
happened
things work
all
well for us.
game
And
long.
sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Usually Kittles is open every play.
Trying to create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have.
What a great offensive job. And nice rush by the Jets again to get to Garoppolo, and he has to throw it wildly. Wish that would have been a
They've done some
fumble,
good
but it was
work. They
not.
force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Garoppolo.
There's a fumble. C.J. Mosley has it. He gets back up and he's down at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo loses control as the Jets pressure finally, after about 3 seconds, got to him. And when they hit him, Mosley picks the ball up.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on
I think
the ground.
Williams is the one that
And you can
caused that
also knock
fumble.
the ball free while doing so. Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So can the Jets go up by 2 possessions for the first time in the season? We're about to find out the hard way.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so.
That was a bad pass by me. I'm so sorry, guys. I meant to throw that in total opposite direction. It's 2 interceptions for Josh Allen, 8 on the season.
Interception, and I just had to double check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Good job there by C.J. Mosley, not letting him get a hold of that ball.
Sometimes they try too hard.
We're obviously going to have to see every time I go for any kind of pass, it's like Allen is just, we're going to have to turn down the interception slider on the computer or something.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor.
They're going to give him that. It's 3rd and 2.
Before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Mostert.
Oh, Mostert got it. He got it. He got enough push to get across the line.
Give him 2 yards on that play.
Our defense is playing it better than they did in the first half, though. You have to give them credit for that. I just did not want to throw another interception, and I should have just ran it. That's the mistakes I make, wanting to get excited and get a quick touchdown. We were at the 13-yard line. We at least would have went up on Eric Berry on the tackle. Eric Berry's done so much damage to this 49ers team this game, as it's 24-23, Jets lead. 40-yard line, 49ers trying to get into Jets territory.
This is Mostert.
And C.J. Mosley said, I don't think so, as he's waiting there for the perfect tackle.
Mosley in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
Good job again. That time was...
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That was McKinnon getting a 1-yard gain with Ryan making the tackle. I couldn't see who that was. So it's 3rd and 6. I think they're probably going to do we'll just leave it normal play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
And wide open is Deebo Samuel. How do you leave him open in between the zones as they get into Jets territory? Deebo's got 4 catches for 47 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten.
My goodness gracious, guys.
But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
What is going on? We let Garoppolo hold on to the ball for 20 minutes, and he slings it down to a wide open Bourne, who was guarded by a defensive end.
And with that last play, he's now up over that.
My gosh.
And in today's NFL,
We should have got to him a long time ago.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he had to throw that one away as Jordan Jenkins from Georgia got to him quickly. We got to hold him to a field goal here. We don't need to let him get no touchdowns. Definitely don't want him to get touchdowns.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo.
Garoppolo passes again. Even though May was all over him.
And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw.
Good defense by the Jets as they're going to hold the 49ers to a field goal. C.J. Mosley, 3rd tackle for a loss, 4th tackle of the game. I don't think that's correct. I think he's had a lot more tackles than that. As they will get a field goal to try to go back up by 2. What a good game this has been so far. Anybody join me? I mean, they didn't get it. They didn't even get the field goal. They tried to fake us out, and they screwed their own play up. But they got a first down. I did not know they got a first down. I thought we just stopped them. Why are we so far out? What is going on? Good job there. Mostert didn't get nothing there. 15 rushes, 60 yards for Mostert. 2nd and goal.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal.
I would like to have some goal line plays that actually got some zone coverages in them, please.
Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
We're not going to let them get no running plays. Good job by Mo. Who got that one? I think it was Quentin Williams.
So now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra.
Can we hold them here again? We had one of the best. Nope, we didn't. Wide open, touchdown. Bourne was just there on the slant. We didn't cover the slant. He got in between the zone coverages, and they're going to go for 2 here.
And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
49ers are going to try to go up by a full touchdown. And they're going to get it. It's going to be a 7-point game. Jets are going to have to start focusing here. We held them at the goal line as long as you could possibly hold them, but if it wasn't for a Josh Allen interception, we would have been up by 9 points. Probably 10, because I would have probably went for 2-2. Good job by Barrios there, getting to the 29-yard line, and then he gets tackled out of bounds and no flag by Davis. Wasn't even Barrios.
They always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
We have to learn to remember that Josh Allen in this game is a rookie, and he's going to not play very well, and I need to quit acting like he's some kind of super quarterback.
Don't do that again.
And Bale gets a few yards on the screen, trying to regain some confidence for Josh Allen. We have no receivers that can go deep. Crowder is our best receiver, and he's not done much all game long, honestly. We basically have to call screens, slants, and run the ball. That's all we can do.
And everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Good catch by Cobb, and Allen with a good find. 16 of 21, 165 yards. In a very close game between the 49ers and the Jets. As Le'Veon Bell has yet to break one yet. It's something that's due to happen.
I just need something right here, and the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We're going to go ahead and let the third quarter wind down and go into the fourth, losing by 7. Now, this game is closer than what the last game was. By this time in the last game, we were down 45, I think, or maybe even 38 to 17. We were getting destroyed. This game, we're doing a little better, so we're at least getting better. We're still throwing too many interceptions, too many turnovers.
They'll go again with Bell.
Bell gets a nice little hole there. He gets all the way down to make it 3rd and inches. 6-yard gain there. 11:35 left in the fourth quarter. Jets down by 7, 24-31. On the 46-yard line of the 49ers territory. And Bell, he's always going to get those first downs. Gets a 2-yard gain on that. Bell is their go-to guy. He's all I've got to really go to.
Each team has its own terminology.
The receivers that I have, I just don't have the proper quarterback play to pass. We got to quit making silly passes into traffic. That's our biggest issue. Wide open is Perryman in the middle of the field, and Josh Allen's patience is what paid off there. Perryman with his first reception, 25 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
I think they know what we're doing here, honestly. But
now Allen.
Yep, I told you. They literally had a spy, so Armstead standing there waiting.
They take him down at the 26.
I shouldn't have called it. I'm getting nervous down here, guys. Perryman, though, we want max protection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for the end zone.
Oh, he threw that in triple coverage when we had a wide open receiver. 9:48 in the fourth quarter. Jets down by 7.
And again, it's Allen.
Intercepted. My goodness gracious. Why are we throwing so many interceptions? I don't understand. The slider is either, I mean, even though we're making bad passes, most cornerbacks don't catch that easily. So obviously something's wrong with the interception slider. I've got 9 interceptions in 2 games. That just ain't right.
They said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And I'm not going to take Josh Allen out of the game and put in Josh Dobbs.
2nd down.
Just because I'm making terrible decisions passing. But I'm used to that receiver getting out from behind that coverage guy and being there. On 17, he would have been.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back.
We have got to play defense here. We can't get down by 2 possessions or we will not have a chance in this game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Garoppolo now.
Wide open, and Samuel's going to burn everybody. We are going to be down by 2 touchdowns as Deebo Samuel breaks away for the touchdown to put them up 38-24. My gosh. over Josh Allen, 3 interception game. 6 interceptions last game. He's yet to throw a touchdown.
He's one of the key guys in this one.
I'm telling you guys, it's a struggle with these Jets and on these sliders. We do good for about a quarter and a half, 2 quarters, and after that, it's terrible. And our defense let one slide, but they have held up pretty good all game. But probably the worst defense in the league so far when it comes to yardage and points. We got to hurry up and score to even make. And Josh Allen has thrown. Oh, I'm just so aggravated with the way Madden's just different. And people that say it ain't are crazy from the last time I played it. Last time I played Madden, the plays that I'm running weren't easy, but I knew when somebody was going to be open or when he was going to, you know what I mean? You could read. The timing was different.
How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great
Go, go, go. We got to just drive up the field. 3 interceptions. Josh Allen has got 9 interceptions early in the season.
Take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the
Wow,
clock
we
running.
just lost yards by going underneath.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense
Why
where
is our
plays
slowest
going.
receiver?
Sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
And that's how that happens. 4th quarter, 7 minutes. We have to go for it on a 4th and 17. We just completely blew the game, guys. We were holding with them until here at the end. We threw too many interceptions again.
What you said in the beginning, a great job defensively, nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And there,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
my gosh. I told you, Scott, this is what happens every time. 6 minutes left, down by 14. They're at the 9-yard line. Josh Allen's thrown 4 interceptions in this game. Wide open. Nice stop there.
And it didn't land. Nice play by defense.
A gain of 9 there.
408 passing yards for Garoppolo.
Through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
I just don't get it. I don't get why we can do better. We have better players than what we started the season with, and we're just not doing the job. Honest truth about it is we're just not doing a good job. We're putting Josh Allen in terrible situations, which goes on me. I honestly think we needed an experienced quarterback, and we just don't have that option. Good defense. The only chance we have is a turnover, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. I just don't see that happening. I don't see a turnover here.
But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
Yep.
And it's complete.
That's ball game, guys. They're going to go up by 21 here. This is what happened last game, and then they scored one more. But we didn't get 24. And the scores are way too high, and they're getting too much yardage, so I'm going to have to turn the minutes or something down. The interception meter for the computer is way too high. I don't understand. Like, I understand me throwing bad passes, but most DBs drop some here and there. They've not dropped anything. They should be receivers. They're playing something. So it is what it is. We basically just got destroyed again by another team in a very high-scoring college-type game. There's just a lot of adjustments. Time needs to be adjusted. I got to go down to 10-minute quarters. This is just too much scoring, too many yards. And we got to turn that slider down, honestly. And there's a late hit out of bounds, going to add 15 to the end of that.
This too shall pass. This too shall
About
pass.
time I saw that call. They've been doing it all game long.
You got to do something.
Scores in the NFL should be,
They've got to get some control back.
you know, 21 to 28 or 24 to 31. Never should be 45 to 24. That's a college score. And what was that? I don't know what that was.
Second and 10 again from the 41. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Perryman was open, but by the time the ball got there, he had 3 guys on him.
To take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball.
It's just tough to get beat this bad.
Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes
we got beat.
Man.
I mean,
you gotta trust
this time it's not because I don't know how to play the game or nothing like that. We just got beat. And the game is way too high scoring for pro football. We have got to lower the time.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down.
Should we lower it to 8 even? I mean, but then we'd only have like 1 possession in a quarter. That wouldn't be right either.
But the switch on that one, I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Allen, and he's got his man on the out route.
Oh, Allen about had his first touchdown pass. Well, Scott, I appreciate you coming by here. I do. I know this is not what we want to watch.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Finally, Josh Allen gets a touchdown.
It's a Jets touchdown.
1 touchdown, 9 interceptions. But I'm learning a little bit better on how to play the game.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys.
This is way too high scoring of a game for pro football and way too many yards. And I got to fix these sliders. Something ain't right about the defensive sliders. Like, look at that Buffalo-Miami game. 28-28 and there's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That sounds normal. Not 45-31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Deebo Samuel gets that onside kick.
They needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And
he's going to get a holding call, though. So this is not going to be a touchdown.
To the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Nope, they're going to get a rough in the passer. Once again, a team is going to score 52 on the Jets.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question.
My gosh, that's 104 points in 2 games we've allowed. There's something ain't right with the sliders, guys. In these first 2 games, I'm just kind of getting everything organized and set. I'll fix that. This is just way too high scoring of a game. This just doesn't make any sense. I got it on 12-minute quarters. I'm going to go down to 10. I just don't get why we throw so many interceptions either whenever DBs are DBs because they can't catch.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end
Even
zone.
with this score, this is an unbelievably high score for pro football. So this is not very real at all.
When you score points, it's a whole
Not very real at all. It's very fake feeling.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Arcade-ish. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to fix that for the next episode. We'll count these 2 games. See?
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, guys, we're going to lose this one.
Able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And it's time to do something with this game. All right, let's get out of here. Super Sim. Jump forward to the end of the game. And we
It's one
lose.
thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Yeah, they put up way too many points for an NFL game.
Things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So we are 0-2 to start the season off with 9 interceptions, 10 interceptions thrown, as Josh Allen is doing terrible.
And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their
I've got to at least win 4 games to keep my job.
To take on the Colts.
So there's that.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.
Another high-scoring loss by Jets, 52-31. Is that right? Better offense, or same defense? So we're allowing, first of all, it's not very realistic, even for somebody that's not very good at the game right now. Okay, I've played Madden my whole life. This has to be by far one of the toughest experiences I've ever had. As I share this to Facebook, share now. All right. So Scott left me. I don't blame him. I really don't, because that kind of nonsense. I mean, that is just absolute hideous nonsense. I don't blame anybody for not watching this. Okay? I don't blame anybody. We're terrible. And Josh Allen is terrible. But we're going to go ahead and give some of these guys some skill points. We're going to give him one in the slot position. Maybe some speed. Catching traffic's +2. I like that. +1 in speed. Not bad. Let's get our tight end. He's in possession. We've got to do something about the sliders, interceptions for computer. I don't like the fact that Josh Allen's thrown that many interceptions. I don't know if we even want him to be our quarterback anymore, honestly. He's just doing terrible. Upgrade all players. Yeah, I don't care about them too. Our next game's going to be against the Colts. A loss is a loss, but you know what? I'm pretty proud how we handled Nick Bosa. A victory would have been nice, but at least we kept him quiet. That was from our offensive coordinator. So we've got to do something. I'm going to keep Josh Allen. We're going to try to get his touchdowns caught up with his interceptions, which means we need 9 straight touchdowns. So let's go to the sliders, and let's mess with some stuff here. Okay, gameplay sliders. Computer. Computer interceptions is down at a 20. We're going to turn that down to a 10, because that is just ridiculous. Okay? So there's the first thing. That's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing we're going to do is go to settings, league settings, and go to 10-minute quarters, because this is just way too slow. Way too slow. I mean, it's too many points, and it's taking too long, and we'll minimum play clock at 18. Save that. So hopefully this helps fix the game to make it more enjoyable next time you guys watch it as we get ready to take on the Colts. I didn't even want to look at the box score, honestly. And how did we end up with 53? Oh, okay, I got Barry. Eric Berry made his presence felt in this game, by the way. But this is just unrealistic. 2 games in a row, the team that played against us scored 52 points. I don't, even in the NFL, even a terrible team like the Jets, come on. Let's be realistic. They're still pros. They still were the best in college at what they did. There's no way that's happening. Now, 31-17, that's an NFL score. Oh, and the Colts are 2-0, so there's a good start. And we get to finally start scouting. And we got 2 players wanting to negotiate contracts already. 3rd game of the season. Eric Berry. Yeah, I do want to keep Eric. All right, we'll start negotiating with Eric. What's he wanting? I don't want to pay him that much, but I'm going to try to get him for this. That's right length, but the financial side needs some work. Marcus May, we'll give him what he wants. He's definitely a cornerstone. Oh, he wants more. Wow. So what we'll do next episode, guys, we'll get into the scouting and we'll start looking at some of the future players of the 2022 draft. We're going to pick a real draft class that did a good job. Let's see which one's got the most downloads. You're looking for the 2021 NFL Draft Bengals. This is probably the one where they drafted Joe Burrows. This got the most draft. 2021 NFL Draft Bengal. 660. Yeah, we'll do this one. Download the file. We'll bring in a real NFL draft class. We'll know kind of who the players are, and we'll go after who I think is going to be the future of the team when it comes to tackles, guards on offense, wide receivers, or ends on defense. I'm just figuring this game out, and I understand, like, people being like, dude, you're terrible. I'm learning as we go, okay? So just give me a chance to get all the time and sliders and everything right, and we'll be better. We're not going to lose every game of the season. We're going to start winning here soon. We're already playing better offensively. The interceptions, I wish I could wipe that clean because I don't think that's fair or true. I don't think it's true at all that we got that many interceptions because no way did DBs and linebackers just catch the ball without dropping it ever. So we put the interception slider down to 10, making things a little better. We put the quarter length down to 10 because this just took way too long. And each of the last 2 games, we have literally allowed 52 points scored on us. That's not NFL. That's not realistic. That's arcadish. And I don't like arcadish football. So we took the quarter length down to 10 minutes with 18-second left on the time clock when you get under center. We have a draft class ready to look through starting next episode. I already did that. I've already done this. Import file? Yes. I've already done this once. I don't know why it's making me do it again, but we got Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, all these guys. And we're going to go after somebody like Jalen Waddle or Jamar Chase. Definitely. Or even Gregory Rousseau from Miami, who's a speed rusher on the end. But they do have some offensive linemen up here. Look at Penei Sewell from Oregon. He's very agile. So we'll just see who's going to be a bust and who ain't and pick from there. I appreciate you watching, everybody. I'm so sorry about us losing this bad 2 weeks in a row. Terrible, terrible job, not only by the Jets, but the game itself isn't playing right. And these are MAT 10 slider sets, and it's playing fair. I do feel like we're not that good and we should get beat. And I do think our record is correct, but all the interceptions and the scores don't accurately reflect how good we played, especially defensively. We actually held them at the goal line more than 2 times in this game. They should not have got 52 points. So we lower the time to 10 minutes. And now I used to play the college game on PS3 with 8-minute quarters. And that was fine, but everybody says it's more realistic now, so you have to put the time up. I don't know, but I appreciate you guys joining me for this episode of Jets Franchise Episode 2. Sorry that we've looked so bad, but at least offensively we're looking a little better. And Josh Allen, though he does have 10 interceptions and 1 touchdown, we're going to change that. we're going to work hard on changing that. I want him to be the quarterback of the future for this team. I think he's got it in him. I'm making some terrible decisions with him myself. So where is news, standings, schedule, stats? Let's just take a look at his stats. He's got 487 passing. He's got 1 touchdown, and it should be 10 interceptions. Let's just be honest about it. It's 11 interceptions. So what we need to do is get about 11 touchdowns without an interception to make that realistic. So that's what we're going to work on. Lowering the time, we already did. Everything else, guys, I think is going to be okay. The time was a problem. They're scoring too many points, and the interception slider was way too high for the computer. Too many interceptions. Matt 10 sliders are good besides that. That's the only things I can see wrong with them. But it all depends on how you play. And I'm used to playing where, let's say, Perryman runs behind a linebacker, right? Well, you have to estimate he's going to be in front of that linebacker in a second. He's faster. In this game, he doesn't ever get past the linebacker. By the time Josh Allen throws it, linebacker's in front of him. And it's different. Not in a bad way, but it's different, and we'll get better. We have to win 4 games, or I'll be fired. And then where will we go from there? You know what I mean? So we've got to start winning on Madden. I'm not going to take I've played Madden my whole life, so I'm definitely not going to take the route of, wow, this is a snapshot. Wow. Okay. Well, that's awesome. But anyhow, I'm not going to sit here and take. We're not going to take this land down. We're going to come back and get some victories here. Hopefully, it starts next week. We'll see. We're going to put a lot of training in this week until I get better. I'm also not very good at doing the pre-defensive snap stuff yet. I'm still working on that. Just give me some time, guys, and I'll get it. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate everybody joining me. I appreciate Scott showing up. Stay tuned, because I'm coming right back up with a live stream of hockey action. The Panthers will be playing the Maple Leafs. I'm sorry we've been getting beat so bad on this Jets franchise, but I'm trying to straighten out the sliders and the time so it won't be so ugly, I guess you could say. And we'll see where it leads us next episode, probably soon. We'll have a new episode. So thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you all on the next episode, unless you join me for the